Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative News Update. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Today, I'm highlighting news from here in Trinidad and Tobago. The Housing Ministry says it is moving to address years of neglect at the Maloney Gardens. I believe a P&M stronghold. They love their P&M with all their might. Housing Development Corporation community by resolving outstanding contractual issues and improving living conditions. The thing about it is I've lost a lot of confidence in this Roger Alexander, Alistair Guevara, Kamla, UNC administration as well. And Philip as well, I've lost a lot of confidence in him. So I don't know if they're going to actually keep any of their promises when it pertains to developing infrastructure and restoring a lot of infrastructure in these types of places that were abandoned by the mighty morphin Ghanaian coal pot, bicycle, no harm, no macaroni pie, whole strain, tighten your belt, P&M. But let's just see. Let's just wait and see. At least Philip did something good by going and actually meeting with the people, which you barely ever see taking place. We don't ever really see our MP at all. Matter of fact, we have the only time I've ever seen my MP for Kamuto Manzanilla was during the election period. Yes. Anyhow, the announcement came during a visit by Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Philip Alexander, Minister in the Ministry of Housing. Like how much respect Kamla has for him. She didn't even give him a specific type of ministerial role. Or ranking then, a high-ranking ministerial role. Who assured residents that measures to address their concerns would begin in the coming week. Once again, Philip did so much to help Kamla to win the elections, and then that's what he was thrown into, a minister in the Ministry of Housing. Philip Bay, a real disappointment, really disappointment. But anyhow, during a walkabout in the community on Friday, he revealed ongoing investigations into the management of HDC contracts. The minister questioned the deteriorating condition of HDC communities, saying years of neglect must be accounted for and should not be ignored. I have no problem with that, just like how I don't have a problem with the investigation with the Balize Temple. Just make sure and do it properly, because thus far you are failing to ensure that the police conduct themselves in a professional manner. In most other cases, including with the Hadiths. But we're not getting into that now. That will take too long to discuss. Acknowledging residents' frustration over the pace of repairs, the minister said the HDC is working to restore neglected communities, resolve outstanding tenant and purchase contract issues, and improve living conditions. Yes, but that's still, you have been in office for over a year now, Philip. So the people are justified in their concerns. But nevertheless, the thing about it is, for 9.5 years, these individuals didn't really say much. But that does not mean that, the thing about it is, it does not mean that they shouldn't hold you all accountable. And this is what I can't stand with the UNC fanatics. Oh, people were silent for 9.5 years, so they should stay silent now. No. People voted for change. Now, they probably didn't vote for change, but the country in general, population voted for change. And therefore, we don't want to see the same type of performance from the UNC that we were disgusted about under the P&M. Right? The visit forms part of the ministry's ongoing assessment of HDC communities as it works to tackle maintenance issues and improve services for residents. Well, my brother, Philip, more work and less talk. That's what the man even told you that when you ask him, I think that if he believes what you are telling him, and he said he will wait and see. He don't trust nobody. I mean, come on, the P&M will promise these people decade after decade that they will help them, that they will build better lives for them, and then they just threw them away, cast them aside. Now they're seeing the UNC basically breaking a lot of their promises. You really believe that he will, any of them will actually believe you either because you went and visited them? No, Philip, actions speak louder than words. They want to see performance. They want to see performance. And if you really perform well and you really deliver, maybe, just maybe, they will actually commend you for a job well done.
Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Philip Alexander, said his ministry is moving to address long-standing issues plaguing the Maloney Gardens Housing Development Corporation community. During a walkabout in the community on Thursday, Minister Alexander revealed ongoing investigations into the management of HDC contracts.
4 buildings were painting out of how many? 21? So, and he said, and others have said, that there was some naked politics with that. We want to find out what's going on. At the end of the day, we have a lot of tenants here that need to have proper living accommodation. We're trying to bring the outstanding rentals up to date. We have a lot of people who we have some outstanding rents and things to collect up here. The $350 a month rent, they've been missing their payment.
The minister questioned the deteriorating condition of HDC communities, saying years of neglect must be accounted for and should not be ignored.
There has to be an accounting for the condition of these communities. Somebody is responsible for this. He cannot say to me, standing here, that the madness that I am seeing walking here together with all of you, that was responsible by the last administration. You cannot say, put that under the rug and move on. This is what we have seen throughout the entire country.
Acknowledging the residents' frustrations over the pace of repairs, the minister said the HDC is working to restore neglected communities, resolving outstanding tenant and purchase contract issues, and improve living conditions.
We've seen the abandonment of what people had to live with. The HDC entered into contracts with people, tenant contracts, purchase contracts, and abandoned them. We are trying to fix all of it. I understand the frustration of the gentleman on how he want to get things done and how fast he want to see things done. But we are not responsible for the past. We are responsible for where we find ourselves today, going forward.
The visit forms part of the ministry's ongoing assessment of HDC communities as it works to tackle maintenance issues and improve services for residents. Faith Chariot, TTT News.
Weather report for Trinidad and Tobago Sunday, July 19, 2026. The weather for Sunday, July 19, 2026 in Trinidad and Tobago features a high of 26 degrees Celsius, a low of 23 degrees Celsius, and heavy thunderstorms early in the morning that are expected to settle by midday. According to the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service, atmospheric moisture is elevated, creating a 60% chance of rain with localized street or flash flooding possible during heavy downpours. Conditions will become hazy and breezy later in the day with easterly winds moving at 5 to 40 km per hour that may gust higher near thunderstorms. Marine conditions. Sea state is moderate in open waters with waves reaching 1.5 to 2.0 meters. Sheltered areas see waves between 1.0 to 1.5 meters becoming temporarily choppy and rough near heavy downpours. Bible quote of the day. Psalm 55, 21-24. His talk is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. But you, God, will bring down the wicked into the pit of decay. The bloodthirsty and deceitful will not live out half their days. But as for me, I trust in you.
Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news update. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name.